Hey guys, welcome back to Sudoku Maniacs. Now we have some special treat for you coming up in the following days. If you remember last week, I had covered a few puzzles from the information booklet of the WPF Sudoku Grand Prix that had taken place last week. And I had mentioned that do give this test a try because of the quality of authors that have assembled together to get all these in place for you. And boy, was I right. Unfortunately, I could not take time out to participate, but in hindsight, that was a blessing because when I solved the puzzles at leisure later on, without the pressures of the time bound competition, the real beauty of the puzzles actually came up. I could really appreciate how beautifully these puzzles were constructed. And the surprise and the bonus for you is I have taken special permission from the authors of the contest as well as the World Puzzle Federation to create a series of videos on all the variants that featured in this contest. Now, all our videos are ready, but instead of releasing them at one go, I will be releasing these videos in a gap of 6 hours each. That's right, so be having 8 variants coming up in the next 2 to 3 days. And it'll just put you in awe of how they were created. I know most of the major players across the world may have solved it completely, but then I can also be sure that there are a lot of other players who were stuck and they just did not have an idea as to how to proceed. So look out for this set of series of videos that's going to come up, and I hope you are subscribed to the channel. If not, I suggest you do that right now and click on the bell icon so that as and when the video is published, you will be notified and you can just watch the beauty of these puzzles. So we'll kickstart this series with the numbered rooms Sudoku. Now this specific puzzle was authored by Richard Stowe. Now I had the honor and the pleasure of meeting Richard in Germany last September when we visited there for the World Sudoku Championship 2019. I mean, I have known Richard for quite some time, though we communicate mostly online. So it was a double pleasure meeting him in person, having a good time with him. And believe me, he's one of the best setters that you have in the world. So let's proceed with the video. Rules of classic Sudoku apply, that is, no digit can repeat in a row, column, or a 3 by 3 box. Additionally, the digits outside the grid indicate the position of the digit in that specific row or column based on the direction of the digit. And the position would be the cell with the number which comes in the first cell in that direction. So for example, if this was a digit 7, sorry, if this was 7, then the digit 2 would be placed in the row in the 7th cell, which would be here, and for the column the digit 5 would be in the 7th cell of that direction, which would place it here. Alright, so we had covered a few techniques and tips in our earlier video when we did the example from the information booklet. So no digit can repeat in the first cell, which is already given on the outside, except the digit 1. Alright, so digit 1 can never be placed, the digit 1 that is given outside can never be placed with any of the digits that are given outside, because if I were to place a 1 here, it would mean the 9 has to be in the first cell, but we see that the digit 1 has already occupied that cell. Alright, and one thing that I forgot to mention actually, which was brought to my notice by Neeraj, that when you have the same digit on the opposing ends, then the first and the last cells will always sum up to 10. Say for example, when we took this as 7, we got the 5 here, right? But from the bottom direction, the 5 is in the third cell. So when you look at it, this will always add up to 10. So how do we begin? So when I look at the top row, the first thing I see is there's only 1, which basically means the 1 can never be in the other cells of the cell. This would be a 1. Similarly, for the right side, I have only 1. So this has to be a 1. And for the bottom, set of clues also there's a 1. So this will be a 1, and for this one, since it's in the third position, this becomes a 3, which makes this 5 to be in the third position, and this has to be a 7. So now this 7 interacts with this 2 and I get a 2 here, and this 3 has to be in the third cell, right? So this 2 is in the 9th cell, I get a 9 here. Now next, this 7 and 7 are opposites. Now when we talk about those opposite numbers, opposite ends adding up to 10, we can never have a 1 or a 9, alright? And the 7 can never be the first cell in any direction. So even 3, 7 is ruled out. So we get 2, 4, 6, 8. So this will be a, this will be a 4, 6, 8 because the 2 is already there, and this would be a 2, 4, 6. Again we have the 2's as opposing ends. So again 1, 9 is ruled out because we saw that 1 can never be placed as the first number for any digit outside which is not a 1. And again 2 can never be there. So again we have 3, 4, 6, 7. So again this is a 3, so this will be a 4, 6, 7, and this becomes a 4, 6, 3. This 7 has to be in the 9th cell, so this 5 would come here, and this 6 will have to go into the 5th place. And this 8 will be in the 6th cell, which would be here. And for the opposite 8, we know it has to be summing up to 10, so this becomes my 4. Alright? With this 8 gets eliminated, so this has to be a 4, 6, 4, 6. Now, what next? Oh, this 1 is in the 9th cell. So I get a 9 here. So 9 cannot be here. It has to be in the first 6 cells, right? So which basically means I require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 is already there. So this has to be 3, 4, 5, 6, which will place the 9 in these 4 cells. Can I have a 9? 9 cannot be here. Okay, so the place for 8 is in only these 2 cells. But 8 cannot be with the 9 because that would place the 9 in the 8th cell here. But we already have a 9 in the row 8. So this also cannot be an 8. This becomes an 8, and the 7 is placed here. So this again becomes 3, 4, 5, 6. Good so far? Now, this again is a 3 with opposite ends. So it has to be a sum of 10. So 1, 9 is not possible. 3, 7 is not possible. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 and 4 are not possible. So this has to be a 2, 6. So the counterpart would be a 4 and 8 here, which basically means the 3 can either be here or here. Right? And like earlier, let's mark it out in gray. This 7 has been covered, this has been covered, this is done, this is done. This 5 has not been done as yet. Not yet, not yet. This is taken care of. Not yet. Done. Oh, this 2 has to be in the 5th cell, which makes the 3 in the 2nd cell, right? So this is done, this is done, not done, done. This is not done, this is done, this is not done, 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 done. Oh, 1 has to be in the 5th cell, so I get a 1 here. So this is done, this is not done, not done, not done. This is done, 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 not done. Okay. So we have covered outside these. Now again 9 cannot be in the 3. The 3 is out because of this. So we have a 4, 5, 6. Now, what next? Again the 5 has to be in these 6 cells, which are 4 to 9. So I cannot have a 1, 2, 3 here. 4 is possible. 5 is not possible. 6 is possible. 7 is not. 4, 6 and 8, which would mean the 5 can be here, here or here. So this can never be a 5. So again I have a 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, 6, 4, 6. So that's an 5 here, so this becomes my 9. Alright, so this also is taken care of. Now 9 has to be in these two. Again, this 5 has to be in 4 to 8. Correct? So it will be 4, 6, 7, 8. Now, but I cannot have a 5 here because that would mean I would require a 2 here, which is already there in the box. So I can eliminate the 8. And again, I get a triplet of 4, 6, 4, 6, 7, 4, 6, 7. So this becomes my 8, and the 5 has to be in this. Good so far? So if this is a 5, this becomes an 8, and this also is taken care of. And this will become a 4, which would place the 3 here, and this becomes a 6. And I can remove this. So this 3 from this direction is in the 6th, and from here it's in the 4th cell. Right? Now 3, 3, by classic rule 3 cannot be here. It has to be in these two. But since we have a 3 outside, if you remember, the digit can never be in the first cell. Right? So this cannot be a 3, this becomes a 3, and this becomes a 2. I hope you remember why we could not place the same digit in the first cell, because if this was a 3, then the outside 3 will have to be placed in the third cell again, and we can't have the digit repeating in any row or column. That's the reason. So this would be a 3, 7, 3, 7. But this 4 has to be in these 6 cells from the right direction between 1 to 6. So I cannot have a 7 here. This becomes a 7. So the 5 goes here and the 4 goes here. Sorry, 4 in the third cell. Right? And we have taken care. So we have nearly covered all the outside variants. Except for this 2. Now this cannot be. So 2 has to be in the 4 and 6. 7 also has to be in this 4 and 6. So if this is a 7, the 7 is locked up here. Let's see, by Sudoku rules, missing are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 6. So this becomes my 6. So this 6 is out. This has to be a 5, 7. Which makes this a 7. Because 7 is locked in these two. But this cannot be a 7 because of this. So this becomes my, 7. So this is a 6. And this becomes a 4, which places the, 2 in the 4th cell here. So that means we have nearly covered this, because this 7 is in the 4th place and this 2 is in the 6th place, and now 5 in the 7th place. So this also has been taken care of. So this is a 3. So 9 has to be in the 3rd cell, and what we are missing here are 2, 4 and 6. This is a 2, so this is a 4 and a 6. But this is not a 4. This will be a 4 because of classic rules. So this is a 6. This becomes a 4. And I have a 1 and 2 missing. So this is a 2 and a 1. That gives me a 2 and an 8. 8, 2 because of this 2. So that 9 has to be in the 8th cell. Alright. And this 1 has to be in the 2nd cell. So 1, 1, 1. And we have covered this 9, this 1, 9 and 1. Since all the clues have been covered from outside, now we can solve this just like a classic Sudoku. So this becomes an 8, and I have missing a 4 and a 6, 6, and the missing digit here is a 7, so I require a 3 and a 9. This is a 3. And the missing numbers here are 2 and 9, so this is a 2, 9. This becomes a 9, 7, 8, 8, 5, 5, 8, 1, 1, 2, 5, and here we are missing out 4 and a 6. What a lovely puzzle this was, by Richard. I mean, this is just an inkling as to how beautiful the puzzles of this entire set are. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do like, share it, and comment on how you found this. Were you able to crack this puzzle during the competition or not? Make sure you subscribe to the channel because within the next 6 to 8 hours, the second video of the series would be automatically published. You don't want to miss out on these puzzles, trust me here. These are one beautiful set of class Sudokus, if you can call it. Great job, Richard and the others, especially for Richard for this puzzle. So till the next time when you see the next video, happy solving.